back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. As we creep closer to 500, we got Chester P, we got Jam Baxter, track's called Fine, produced by GhostTown. What more can you say, man? So, let's just jump right in. Give it a listen.
Must have nodded off. Kinda drunk still up till wrong o'clock. Cooking that prize, winning pimped out finger food. Bite-sized brain gristle swimming in a witch's brew. Pull the old switcheroo. When I swap a man's life for a string of huge failures, loosely arranged in a little room, buried in obscurity, lit by a gibbous moon. Foul that straight under wasted.
Follow that straight under wasted. Hey, God. The cool beat by GhostTown, man. And only Jam is one of those few cats, man, you'll ever hear. You know, hear an artist use the word gibbous in a hip hop track, man. Jam's one of the very, very, very few. And for those who don't know, the reason why I know is because research for the book. But gibbous is kind of like that, not 100% a full moon, somewhere between like half full and like 99% full, somewhere in that area. So most people would just put full, lit by a full moon. That'd be easy to get away with that, man. But no, Jam puts the word gibbous in a hip hop track. The imagery this cat, man, I know I've said it a million times, but the imagery this guy uses is just outstanding. Talking about, instead of 1 o'clock, he says wrong o'clock. You know, it's wrong o'clock. It's like, and this change, trading a man's life for like a string of bitter failures. It's just another one of those tracks, man, that I'm going to try to get too deep into, but really it's just this really straightforward, the fact that he's a drug dealer. And because he's cooking up that finger food, and you trade a man's life for a string of failures. The brain in a witch's brew. Like, I'm thinking this could be one of those things I'm going to reach, and I shouldn't be reaching. Right off the top, I'm thinking that he's talking about living the life of a drug dealer. Because that makes sense. Everything he said so far would make sense.
Man's life for a string of huge failures, loosely arranged in a little room, buried in obscurity, lit by a gibbous moon. Foul that straight under wasted, just them lot. Best of collection of dead flops. I'm repping for the S dot, M dot, beastly. Mine got sharper, flesh got greasy. My eyes sunk a little and the rest got sneaky. So I flung the spittle at your head top, creepy as ever. Slumped down deep in the cellar, warming up another batch free for a tenner. Even on this dark path.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling this is him in this character of a drug dealer, cooking up shit, man. Like I said, trading a man's life for a string of failures. Witch's brew. He's cooking up the finger food. He's down in the cellar. His eyes getting shrunk, and then like his skin gets covered in flat like oil, or whatever. I'm just thinking that that's what it is, man. He's cooking that shit up, and he's talking about the flops. This is the people flopping down the flop house, coming there getting high. This is getting fucked up. So I'm thinking that's what he's getting at, man. And a tremendous language and imagery that he's using here to create that feeling.
Flesh got greasy, my eyes sunk a little and the rest got sneaky. So I flung the spittle at your head top, creepy as ever. Slumped down deep in the cellar, warming up another batch free for a tenner. We've been on this dark path, mission in for time. And I ain't gonna lie, fam, I'm doing fine. Looking like a light bulb hidden in the slime. Still I'm on the grind, the man's gotta shine. Even when it seems like I'm living in a mess, I ain't gonna stress, brother, I'm all blessed. Looking like a lab rat scratching at the nest. And none of us have slept, we still stay fresh. Not again. Why you trying to climb that rotten stem? The wind's up here, tear skin from forgotten men, wash from the memories of time, there's a lot of them. But it takes a bigger man to fool me than some blagger bragging about his Christmas cracker jewelry.
Christmas cracker jewelry, nice. Oh shit. Oh Jesus. But hey, I don't know, man, that talking about why you climbing that rotten stem. The wind up here, man, it tears the skin. They say the skin off forgotten men, and there's so many here, man, so many bodies, so many people have had their life wasted. So oftentimes he switches subjects, not just him, but a lot of artists. They, different verse, different subject, taking on that different, the different topic in the different verse. So now I'm thinking, is he talking about this idea that the music industry trying to become famous, all that kind of stuff, is that there's that rotten stem, like so many people want to be famous, so many people want to climb that and get to the top, and they think that it's all champagne and roses and fucking unicorns and everything. But he's saying, you get up here, it's not what you think. The wind tears your skin off. It takes all of you. And in its wake, it just leaves this trail of forgotten men. People who've come and gone and will never be remembered. They're just forgotten. And the bodies are there, but you just move on to the next guy. So I wonder if that's where he's gone with this. Because it takes a bigger man to fool me than some cat talking about or flashing his Christmas cracker jewelry. You know, that shit you pop open on, plastic shit that you wear. So he's moved on to that, I wonder.
Forgotten men, washed from the memories of time, there's a lot of them. But it takes a bigger man to fool me than some blagger bragging about his Christmas cracker jewelry. React cruelly, file it under F for fraud. If less is more, I'm more or less the richest brother ever born. You can smell the lack of currency wafting round my lair, man. It's customary to nod that skull of yours and question your life when we drop that ton of raw flesh from a height never seen by a man nor beast, nor robotic suit filler, nor slack jaw freak like me. And if you take nothing from the bar, just remember that I'm fire star. You see, it's like we've been on this dark path, missioning for time. And I ain't gonna lie, fam, I'm doing fine. Looking like a light bulb hidden in the slime. Still I'm on the grind, man's gotta shine. Even when it seems like I'm living in a mess, I ain't gonna stress, brother, I'm all blessed. Looking like a lab rat scratching at the nest, and none of us have slept, we still stay fresh. Roll up, stressing and bun skunk.
Okay. Before I get into Chester's verse here, I think that's you cats know, man. I reach sometimes. I'm thinking that's what he's done here. He's moved on. The first verse was about being a drug dealer, living that I guess darker side of life, and then he in the hook he's taking, he tells his fam, like, hey, I'm okay, don't worry about me, I'm fine, even though it looks like I'm living a shitty life, I'm fine, trust me. And then in the second one, I think he's talking about the music industry and about how it can chew you up and spit you out. It's not exactly what you think it is. And that bar, man, about if less is more, like I'm the richest cat you'd ever meet, because I ain't got shit, man. Look around. It smells. My lack of money, my lack of currency actually smells. You can smell that shit. And look around the crib, man. Like, you'll see. And the nod in their head and stuff. And this makes me think that, you get the people in, play your beat, play your new track. People are nodding their head. That's what makes me think that. And then they get back to the hook again, and he's saying, regardless of what you think, man, I'm living fine. This is good for me. This style of life that I chose is good for me. Don't worry about it. Again, I could be way off, man, but that's what I feel like he's done. And it's brilliant. Now we're going to see what Chess does with this.
And none of us have slept, we still stay fresh. Roll up, stressing and bun skunk. Walk bow-legged and punch drunk. Pour both kegs with drunk monks. Broke both legs, a hump slumped up in the dumps. Trunk sucked to my spunk drunk. Shrink, shrank when my 6 cent stunts, some sick blench chunks, front me for unc's lunch. Bugs Bunny funds, front get your fronts, crunch, jump, get your bunch, munched up by the munch bunch. See them camel toe, yeah.
What he's doing here? My God.
Drunk, pour both kegs with drunk monks. Broke both legs, a hump slumped up in the dumps. Trunk sucked to my spunk drunk. Shrink, shrank when my 6 cent stunts, some sick blench chunks, front me for unc's lunch. Bugs Bunny funds, front get your fronts, crunch, jump, get your bunch, munched up by the munch bunch. See them camel toe yatties, get their bumps hung. Jumped up fucking all night till her hump shrunk. She said it's all about the honesty with some front. Me like a dumb lump, told her that her cunt stung. She hit me with a skunk blunt.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, man. What he's doing here, he's just using the same rhyme pattern and it's outstanding. Just put it on a clinic here. What do you... And she says that basically honesty matters, so he tells her that her her cunt stunk. Good times. Jesus.
Till her hump shrunk. She said it's all about the honesty with some front. Me like a dumb lump, told her that her cunt stung. She hit me with a skunk blunt, had to jump trunks. Midnight going bump bump, heifer got a rump funk. Left her with her tongue drunk, trying to say goodbye. Mechanisms going clunk clunk. We've been on this dark path, missioning for time. And I ain't gonna lie, fam, I'm doing fine. Looking like a light bulb.
Basically what he's saying is that he fucked her so good that her tongue no longer worked. That's how he ended it.
Trunks midnight going bump bump, heifer got a rump funk. Left her with her tongue drunk, trying to say goodbye. Mechanisms going clunk clunk. We've been on this dark path, missioning for time. And I ain't gonna lie, fam, I'm doing fine. Looking like a light bulb hidden in the slime. Still I'm on the grind, man's gotta shine. Even when it seems like I'm living in a mess, I ain't gonna stress, bruv, I'm all blessed. Looking like a lab rat scratching at the nest. And none of us have slept, we still stay fresh.
Yeah, man, that's a mad song. I dug that. Makes me wonder now. That whole verse by Chester there makes me just think it's just about some cat who heads out to the bars, gets too drunk, picks up chicks, like lives that lifestyle, man. That an unsavory lifestyle that could lead to maybe some unsavory things. I don't know exactly, man. I mean, it was just madness what he was doing there with that rhyme pattern and style. Like it was sick. I'd have to hear this again, his whole verse again, to see if I pick up on anything. But overall, this track was so cool. And I mean, two of the greatest to get on a track together, and GhostTown never fails to just come with the madness, man. Just a cool track. Big love to you cats being here and being part of this, man. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Creep closer. I think this will be 489. So we're like 11, we're like 11 away from 500, which is madness in itself. So appreciate you being here. I love each and every one of y'all. Until next video, stay safe. Be good to each other.